It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Seattle. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Godwin sent in motion right. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And they'll have first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Man in motion here. Lamar off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. On 4th down, snap to Jackson. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Seahawks take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now Ritter. Has him on the quick hitter. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Working quickly here. Ritter. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Mounties get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
First get on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. Is in. Touchdown. The Mounties pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This pass caught by Allen. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Ritter. Allen there to haul it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They go play action on 1st. He's got time. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the set. Fits it through the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
This, our last play of the quarter. Second and 10 now. Lays out, what a catch! And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. One quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Throwing it again here. That's caught. Devon Achane. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. From the 21. Has it at the 7. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll throw it again. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Throwing from near his own goal line. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. And the kick is good. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. The This is Gibbs on second down. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. From the gun, Jackson. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Mounties can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Empty backfield now as they set up for 2. Free play here. Let's see what he does. He rolls to his right. That one falls incomplete, though we do have a flag that we've got to check out first. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. All right, now another opportunity to convert this 2-point try. Jackson throwing for it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Ritter setting up to throw. Metcalf's got it, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks driving ahead. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Back now, pressure on its way. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Mounties take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They strike for 23 yards. And they're going to have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Offense in the hurry up here. Now Jackson on third down. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Oh no, they get him yet again. He's off to the races. He's at midfield. And the Seahawks will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. It took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. No luck finding his receiver that time.
Thanks for the sub, bro.
It's gonna be 3rd and
I thought I was talking the whole time. I might be muted.
Dicker connects there. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Thanks for the sub.
You always want to finish drives
Over to
in
the
the end zone,
screen.
but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing it just before halftime. Escapes the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Ritter. Metcalf there to bring it in. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ritter. Allen on the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. On the move, headed right. He's got it at the 6. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field, lining up and going for two. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Now Boswell on to send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down throw for Jackson. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
All right, here we go. Second down. This might be a free play for him. Fits it through the middle. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Mounties cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. They'll start the drive with Achane. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Second down carry for Achane. Still finding room past the 45. Hits the 20. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 9-point advantage. Devon Achane with the touchdown. And the Seahawks will again line up to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Ritter looking to throw. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Gurindo. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Jackson now, third and long. He's got his man. It's the rookie out of Colorado. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, it's Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. Again, it's Gibbs. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here he is on third and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? And they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down. Snap to Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? And gets him the first on 4th down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Gibbs now from the gun. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Blitz coming here. Jackson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. Well, the good news is, still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And you see my brain just going to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
Throwing deep for the end zone. They did it! He made the interception! Trayvon Diggs has got it! And the Mounties have some new life in the 4th!
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Garindo running between the tackles. And he's able to push this ahead to around the 27. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll go right back to Garindo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Garindo again. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. and it forces the throwaway.
Jackson now on third. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Offense up to the line fast. First down, here's Lamar. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Headed out right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Back to throw it. That's cut at the 4. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. First and goal, they've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Now a give to Garendo. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. And he gets in, touchdown! The Mounties come through to tie it in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Mounties 30, Seahawks 29.
Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Working quickly here. The tight end gets it running forward. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trail by just 1. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Simple dive up the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. A-Chain on the inside give. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Keeping the tight end busy here. Another carry for the big fella. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He'll look to throw it. Hauled in by Godwin. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Setting up to pass. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Back to throw. Searches from the pocket. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Seahawks with 6 DBs out there. Third down coming up. Throwing now. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First down, Monty.
Working inside the red zone. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks